Assalamu alaikum. Hello my dear students. In the last section we were discussed about the different cell organelles and its function and the stages of development. Okay. So in this class we are going to discuss about the important part of the cell, that is the nucleus. We know that the important part of the cell is the nucleus. Nucleus is the considered as a regulatory center of the cell. So we are going to discuss about the different parts of the nucleus. So what are the different parts of the nucleus? Nucleolus, nuclear pore, nucleoplasm, nuclear membrane and chromatic reticulum are the different parts of a nucleus. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the functions also. We know that the nucleolus, this is the nucleolus, and what is the function of the nucleolus? Nucleolus, they are spherical bodies. What is the speciality of nucleolus? Nucleolus are spherical bodies. Okay, they are spherical bodies and they play a major role in the synthesis of ribosomes. We already learned about what is ribosome. What is ribosome? It helps in ribosome is a cell organelle and it helps in the synthesis of protein. Okay, so here the nucleolus is the part of nucleus, and what is the speciality of nucleus? They are spherical bodies and they play a major role in the synthesis of ribosomes. Okay, they play a major role in the synthesis of ribosome. The second part is the nucleoplasm. So what about the nucleoplasm? Nucleoplasm is the fluid part of the nucleus. Nucleoplasm is the fluid part. Okay, nucleoplasm is the fluid part of the nucleus. And in nucleoplasm there is nucleolus and chromatin reticulum we can see. Okay, nucleolus and chromatin reticulum are seen in nucleoplasm. Okay, in nucleoplasm there is nucleolus and chromatin reticulum we can see. And this is the fluid part of the nucleus. And the third part is the nuclear membrane. We know that what is a membrane? It's an outer covering. So nuclear membrane is the covering of the nucleus. It is a double layered membrane that covers the nucleus. And what is the nuclear membrane? It's a double layered membrane and that covers the nucleus. The fourth part is the chromatin reticulum. So what is the speciality of chromatin reticulum? The chromatic reticulum, they are seen as the network in the nucleoplasm. They carry genes. They are seen like in networks. Chromatin reticulum we can see as networks. Network pole kaanapadunnaanu chromatin reticulum ennu parayunnathu. And what is the speciality? The chromatin reticulum carry genes. It is very important. Chromatin reticulum carry what? It carries genes. Hereditary factor. The hereditary factor of our body is the gene. Hereditary factor ആണ് gene എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. And this chromatin reticulum carry what? The chromatin reticulum carry the genes. Okay. Then the last part is the nuclear pore. So what about the nuclear pore? What about the nuclear pore? Nuclear pores are the pores in the nuclear membrane. Okay, nuclear pores are the pores we can see in the nuclear membrane and they help in the conduction of the materials to and from the nucleus. അതായത് conduction of the materials, nucleusൽ നിന്നും nucleusലേക്കുമുള്ള materialsന്റെ conduction help ചെയ്യുന്നത് ആരാണ്? Nuclear pore ആണ്. So these are the parts of the nucleus. Nucleus is the regulatory center of the cell. And what are the different parts of the nucleus? Nucleolus. And what is the speciality of nucleolus? Nucleolus are the spherical bodies and they play a major role in the synthesis of ribosomes. Okay, nucleolus, then nucleoplasm. In nucleoplasm we can see the nucleus and chromatin reticulum. Nucleoplasm is the fluid part of the nucleus. And then the nuclear membrane, it is the double layered membrane cover the nucleus. And then the chromatin reticulum, what is the function of the chromatin reticulum? It carry genes. Okay, it's very important. Chromatin reticulum carry what? The chromatin reticulum carry the hereditary factor gene. Okay, then the nuclear pore. What is the function of the nuclear pore? Nuclear pore, they help in the conduction of the materials to and from the nucleus. This is about the nucleus. And what are the different parts of nucleus? Nucleolus, nuclear pore, nucleoplasm, nuclear membrane and chromatic reticulum are the important parts of a nucleus. Okay. Then we are going to learn another concept, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Okay. Prokaryotes and eukaryotes. From the name we can easily learn about what is prokaryote and what is eukaryote. Okay. So, okay, from this term we can learn So what is eukaryote? U means, what is the meaning of U? U in biologically, U means true. Okay. U means true. And karyote means nucleus. Okay, that is simple way ആണ് പഠിക്കാനുള്ളത്. Okay, U means true and karyote mean what? It's a biological term. Karyote means is a biological term. What is the meaning of this karyote in biology? Karyote means nucleus. Okay, so nucleus. So the organism which possess true nucleus is called eukaryotes. U means true and karyote mean nucleus. The organism which possess true nucleus is called eukaryotes. അതായത് definite nucleus ഉള്ള organismത്തിന് നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നതാണെന്ത് eukaryotes. Then what is prokaryotes? It is easy to explain അല്ലേ? Then prokaryotes are the organism which have no definite nucleus. Definite nucleus ഇല്ലാത്തതാണ് prokaryotes. And what are the examples of this? Eukaryotes are എന്താണ് eukaryotes എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്? Amoeba അതുപോലുള്ള small organisms ഒക്കെ ഇല്ലേ? But in the cells of amoeba, animals and plants, a well-defined nucleus covered membrane is seen. These organisms are called eukaryotes. Example എന്താണ് eukaryotes-ന്? The examples of all eukaryotes is the amoeba. Okay, amoeba means is a microscopic organism we can't see with our naked eye. Naked eye ഉപയോഗിച്ച് നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. We can only observe this amoeba through microscope. Microscope-ലൂടെ മാത്രമേ കാണാൻ പറ്റത്തുള്ളൂ. And it is seen in the water. Amoeba we can see in the water and it's we can only observe through microscope. Microscope-ലൂടെ മാത്രമേ നമുക്ക് എന്തിനെ കാണാൻ പറ്റൂ? This amoeba. Okay, amoeba is a eukaryote. Okay, eukaryote. Amoeba is a eukaryon. And what are the examples for prokaryote? What is a prokaryote? They have no definite nucleus organism. They do not have a definite nucleus is called a prokaryote. And what are the examples of prokaryote? Cyanobacteria, mycoplasma. Okay, so mycoplasma and cyanobacteria. Mycoplasma and cyanobacteria are the examples for what? Are the examples for prokaryote. Okay, so hope you have understand what is prokaryote and eukaryote. So what is prokaryote? In this way you learn. It is very simple. Okay, eukaryote means true karyote, true nucleus. Okay, if the organism have definite nucleus, then it is called eukaryote. Example amoeba. The organism which do not have a definite nucleus, it is called prokaryote. What are the examples for prokaryotes? Cyanobacteria and then cyanobacteria and mycoplasma. Cyanobacteria and mycoplasma also seen only through the microscope. Cyanobacteria and mycoplasma are the examples for what? Are the examples for prokaryote. Okay, so in this class we were discussed about prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes mean it has no well-defined nucleus, and eukaryote means it has well-defined nucleus. Okay, so in the cells of bacteria, cyanobacteria and mycoplasma, no nucleus in these organisms are called prokaryotes. Prokaryotes means no nucleus, but in the cells of amoeba, animals and plant cells, there is no well-defined nucleus covered by membrane is seen. അതായത് അവിടെ എന്തില്ല? ന്യൂക്ലിയസ് ഇല്ല. ഓക്കെ, അനിമൽസ് ആൻഡ് പ്ലാന്റ്സിൽ വെൽ ഡിഫൈൻഡ് ന്യൂക്ലിയസ് കവേർഡ് ബൈ മെംബ്രെയിൻ. യൂക്കാരിയോട്സിൽ ന്യൂക്ലിയസ് ഉണ്ട്, പ്രോകാരിയോട്സിൽ ന്യൂക്ലിയസ് ഇല്ല. ഓക്കെ, so this is about eukaryotes and prokaryotes. In eukaryotes there is a well defined nucleus, and in prokaryotes there is no well defined nucleus. Okay, examples are for amoeba. For eukaryotes the example is amoeba, and for prokaryote examples are mycoplasma and cyanobacteria. Okay, so in this class we were discussed about the different parts of the nucleus. So what are the different types of the nucleus? Nucleoplasm, nucleolus, nuclear membrane and chromatin reticulum. Okay, these are the different parts of the nucleus. And later we were discussed about eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Okay, what is a eukaryote and prokaryote? Eukaryote has well defined nucleus and prokaryote has no well defined nucleus. So in the next class we will discuss about plastids, the important plastids present in the plant cells. So now we can wind up the class. Thank you.